The National Science and Technology Council, NSTC, established by the Science and Technology Act No. 26 of 1997, is a statutory body through which the Zambian government directs policy in the development and application of science and technology in the country. The overall objective of the Council is to promote science and technology development so as to create wealth and improve the quality of life in Zambia. The Council has been supporting science projects that are of benefit to the socio-economic development of our country. Some of the projects supported include Dr. Onisas Munyatis, a researcher at the University of Zambia in the chemistry department. His project, entitled Solar Cells, that was funded under the Zambia-South Africa Joint Research Collaboration, facilitated by NSTC and the National Research Foundation of South Africa.
Our research on organic solar cells was facilitated by the National Science and Technology Council through the bilateral funding involving NSTC and the NRF of South Africa. The development of low-cost solar cells is very important, as you are aware that energy is a driver in almost all industries, and therefore the development of low-cost solar cells will have a major economic impact in various sectors of the country in terms of providing energy, say in agriculture, in various commercial aspects. So we're very grateful for the funding that we've been receiving from the National Science and Technology Council.
Another outstanding project is a project funded under the Science and Technology Innovation Youth Fund called the Spot Fertilizer Applicator. This applicator was developed by an ambitious Zambian youth, Musenge Silwawa, whose project was selected by the Royal Academy of Engineering for the Africa Prize for Engineering Innovation.
We cannot build a sustainable future without applying innovative technologies even to the most basic problems. The life of a subsistence farmer is a difficult one. Traditionally, the crops are fertilized by hand. It has long-term health effects. My invention is the on-spot fertilizer applicator. It makes farming easier, more efficient, and increases crop yields. The on-spot fertilizer applicator is a 15-kilogram backpack with a transfer tube to the dispenser, which is held in the hand. The fertilizer flows from the backpack through the transfer tube into the dispenser. The dispenser digs a hole into the soil, dispenses the right quantity of fertilizer, and then buries it in the soil, and therefore makes farming much easier. And one thing that has really excited me is that the fertilizer applicator can create more jobs. And this can be achieved by setting up small workshops within the villages so that it can be easily accessed. Already, the applicator is helping hundreds of farmers and has the potential to help millions of small-scale farmers around the world, thus improving their quality of life.
To support and encourage young people excel in science, technology, mathematics and engineering, STEM, the Council supports the junior engineers, technicians and scientists, JETS, and to achieve this, the Council works closely with the National Science Centre Department, NSC, in the Ministry of General Education, mandated with upgrading the teaching, science, mathematics and technology subjects.
Some of our children, and most of the times, have received a grant for scholarship or further studies in their researches through the National Science and Technology Council grant financing system.
In order to link science to industry, the Council has been working closely with the Zambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ZACI, in order to appreciate the contribution of science, technology, and innovation to the growth of industries in the country.
A lot of our research which is going on in the institutions of academic institutions in this country should find its way away from the shelves in academia and into industry so that we can develop products that are relevant to this country.
Kasempa Day Secondary School Center of Excellence, This is for teaching and learning of science, technology, and mathematics. Once completed, the center will house 2 science laboratories, a computer laboratory, and a library. Nkadabwe Center of Excellence. NSTC set up a science laboratory, a computer laboratory, and furnished the school library with science literature.
The NSTC occupies a very important position in the national science and technology system. This is through provision of very important goods and services to the system. Critical among these is contribution towards the setting of the National Research Agenda. The National Research Agenda is critical as it provides priorities for research in the country. Another thing that the Council does in the system is supporting projects of strategic nature under the Strategic Research Fund. From inception, this fund has done quite a lot. So far, more than 50 projects have been funded. And through this fund, we've been able to strengthen our bilateral cooperation with different partner institutions in different countries. We do have bilateral cooperation with Mozambique. We have one with South Africa, Rwanda, and Germany. We also have one just on the horizon, concluding with Malawi. We've actually finalized all the discussions with Malawi. And the important thing about these collaborations is we are actually already supporting projects, some at bilateral level and others at trilateral level. From about 2016 to 2018, we've been able to disperse up to 8.6 million kwacha, and that support has gone towards a total of 21 projects. These are research projects of very strategic nature, and they are going to actually contribute to achieving the aspirations of the 7th National Development Plan. Critical to this is the production of the human capital. We do have support under these projects for masters and PhD, and right now as we speak, we have not less than 5 people undertaking PhDs on the different projects. For example, we have 7 trilateral projects, that is NSTC of Zambia, the National Research Foundation of South Africa, and the National Research Fund of Mozambique. For these projects, we are actually anticipating products out of those, as well as those particular students who actually come through for those. In a nutshell, the NSTC does contribute to the achievement of the country's national development plans, the 5-year plans, and ultimately the country's Vision 2030, which is actually hinged on science, technology, and innovation.